Two. Okay, we're away. We're away. What the hell happened?
I don't know. Susie's still trying to wind, so.
Alright, oh well, at least we're on the Wi-Fi.
Rose Featherstone. 7 jersey.
No, we're mucking around with you.
No, we'll get it going.
We're in the number 8 jersey Broomboard this afternoon. Civil Quarry, Christian Barbe. And the number 9,
Caitlin.
and your captain with this afternoon, A-Frame Services, Ben Satwell West. And the number 10 jersey, first 5'8", Nelson Bakery, sponsors Cody Hall. On one wing, number 11, HCL Remu, Stephen Snuffle. Your number 12, AC Wilbur, Luke Brown. Centre, number 13, HCL Insurance, Avon Lewis. And on the other wing, number 14, Michael McDonald. Inglewood, your fullback this afternoon is BCC Elms, Lachlan Bunn. They look at the reserve for Inglewood this afternoon. 16, Matt Brown. 17, Bradley Whitmore. 18, Ian Burmester. 19, Hayden Keeling. The 20 jersey, Eric Mahapulu. 21, Richard Clough. 22, Troy Chilcott. Coached by Nato Walker, Jason Hooper and Andrew Ritelli. That's your Inglewood team. You put us on boys, Premier. And the number 1 jersey, Mitch O'Neill. Number 2, Caleb Fortune. Number 3, Donald Brickhouse. The 4 jersey of this afternoon, Brent Tucker. 5, Jordan Boylan. Number 6, Rand Valentine. Number 7, Michael Rock. 8, Caleb Rodriguez. And the halfback position for New Plymouth Boys, John Waite. And 10, Daniel Waite. The number 11 jersey belongs to Adam Smith. And number 12 this afternoon for New Plymouth Boys. Diasi Dikata. Number 13, Brayden Northcott Hill. 14 belongs to Jackson Carrington. And 15 is Cody Ray. Reserve 16, Cody Burkett. 17, Josiah Mokai. 18, Steve Stewart. 19, Christian Ali. And the 20 jersey, James Lordell Smith. 21, Brody Lilly. And 22, David Stark. Post break, Kelvin McNell, Kenny Slater, and Brendan Glashan. So your 2 teams this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. For the DMK Club Rugby semi-final number 2.
Marshy.
Oh, who put that up?
Big with the cap.
Who?
Right. Or even if he just moves it. Can it go that way?
Well, at the moment, he reckons he can go.
If you go that way over to me. The next rail over. Thanks, mate.
Thank you to the 2020 England Rugby Football Club sponsors. They include A-Frame Services, AFCO, AC Building Limited, Andrew and Fair White, A2C website, Brocklehurst Farm,
It was windy in town, wasn't it?
Civil Limited.
What's the first one? I saw it at 16.
Big thanks to Burkhardt Farm Equipment, Central Roofing, Kira Group, Central Quarry, Talamaki Civil, Dazzle Beeswax, Eagle Diesel Services, Maverick Farms Limited, Farmland, Singlewood FCT, Good Marion
Hey,
Services.
well,
All good, mate?
all good, mate.
Yeah, sit to go.
Take your pick.
Who I tried to get someone with me, but you're good. What's Dennis
I can get my Fiat.
mate? If he wants to, he was going to, was he?
Pete,
Dash out here.
I'm not shaking your head, Pete. The wind's just, the wind's a win. Really?
What was that?
Thank you to our mainstay sponsor, Farmland.
Just shake your head. I watched it out the first 20 minutes. It was like, shit, it was windy.
Oh, it's a contrast out here, eh? Awesome. So you're pretty much.
check it out.
Oh, is he? Who can I get?
Stadium was next Saturday. Now the first final kicked off at 11 a.m. The Premiership final is at 1 p.m. Tickets are available. That's $10 per adult.
Hey, Jane, how are you?
I'll run out, mate.
Hey, everyone's saying, all right, where you going?
I'm going down with Paula down here somewhere. I'll come and see you at half time.
Right there. Perfect, right now. Right, fine. You can run a commentary with Will. Enjoy that.
Stadium. That's the CUK Premiership semi-finals rugby at its very best. And one of these two teams will go on to play two copper right here this year.
Poppy, do you want to jump in and do co-comments?
No problem.
Good man.
Too easy.
Too easy. I know you might have to shoot away when
Phil comes on.
Phil rings you.
What a bloody bad scramble, mate, I tell you.
I know, shambles.
Shit. It's all go.
It's all go.
How'd you go?
1 pointer. I think it was 15-14. Oh no, 14-13. No, 13-12 to our boys. I got the now changes to the teams.
Nah, got there, haven't you?
Yeah, I got it.
Got any more programs for you, haven't
No changes.
What is Susan?
How do you do that? You better tell me first.
Okay. So when the score changes, you just go up to the 0
Yep.
and just double click.
Oh, yep.
So when you double click, so when it goes to hand,
Yep.
double click,
Yep.
and then just change the number there.
Oh, okay.
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 And then once you've changed the number, come over here and go save
Tell me,
it.
tell me the score. Shit. Oh, got a job. Oh my God. That new
And we're live now if it's any help.
Thanks, mate. Cheers. I'll jump on.
What's on that?
Yeah, go for it. So he's out. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, get set for 80 minutes of Premier.
Is that mic on? Poju got. Hoppers. Yeah.
The teams are in. Ladies and gentlemen, first welcome to the field.
Welcome to the TRFU live stream here from Inglewood's TT Stadium, the home of Taranaki Rugby for 2020. As the home team, the Inglewood Maroons, out onto the field. and there has been a late change. Michael McDonald has been scratched. We'll get the replacement winger for you. We're looking at the team: Millennium Senerivi, Shem Situ and Timo Tutavaa in the front row. Brooke Harvey-Smith and Jonty Ngatai Powers are the two locks. Bluesfield trio: Rhodes Featherston, Jack White and Christian Fa'avey in the halves. Ben Sapwell-West, Cody Hall, Luke Brown and Avon Lewis in the midfield. Stephen Stocksville and Lachlan Bunn out wide, and we will get that replacement for you as well. Old Boys out onto the middle of the field. They've had a pretty consistent forward pack this year. Mitch O'Neill, Caleb Mawson, Donald Brickhouse in the front row. Brett Tucker, Jordan Moorlands are the two locks. Brad Valentine, Michael Loft and Colin Boshier are the Bluesfield trio. Sean Waite and his brother Daniel Waite in the halves.
McDonald starting.
McDonald is starting. We've had confirmation. Sayasi Kotaka is in the midfield along with Brayton Northcott Hill, Adam Smith, Jackson Carrington, Cody Ray at the back three. Ray Hopkinson joins me in comments. Ray, very good afternoon to you. It's a beautiful day here at Inglewood.
Thanks, William. Magnificent afternoon. Much better than in New Plymouth. We took off our Oval round flat the off 35-7. So there were the finals, and here at the TT Stadium at Inglewood, Newfoundland Old Boys defending the northern end, the scoreboard end of the ground, and Inglewood, the mountain end of the southern end of the ground. Magnificent conditions and a very, very large crowd here this afternoon for CMK Premier Semi-Finals Day.
Cam Stone is the match referee. He'll be joined by Max O'Leary and Chris Morrison on touch. Cam, number one ranked referee, was announced during the week, Hobby, so a very experienced trio in charge today.
Absolutely.
Daniel Waite gets this match underway here at TT Stadium, and it will be met by his opposite, Cody Hall, and he spins out of a couple of tackles, taken down eventually by Jordan Rawlance. Sapwell-West, the captain, brings it away to the right-hand side, and Inglewood with possession early on in this game. Sapwell-West. There's Christian Fa'avey. A number of these players are in the Taranaki Water training group. Sapwell-West gets it back into the pocket to Cody Hall, kicking inside the 22, but it's carried back. Adam Smith will meet it and playing away that left-hand side. Here's Cody Ray into the fray early. A good run by Cody Ray, but it's been knocked back by Inglewood, and they get possession. So Inglewood now just have a chance to clear it through Hall, and he'll clear it from his own goal. It will find touch, and they might go quickly here. No, Adam Smith will take the line out. So not a bad start there, Hoppy, from both teams really, but a good run by Cody Hall on that far side.
Absolutely. Down the grandstand side of the field and deep inside Inglewood territory, back to the 10-metre line, and the Old Boys slightly on the attack. It's a line out to Old Boys.
Caleb Mawson with the throw, picked up 100 matches for Old Boys this year. Roy Lance goes up with it. Sean Waite off to his brother Daniel, and in centre field is Siasi Koitaka, and an early penalty. Old Boys in the side on that occasion, and Cam Stone in the frame early on. But yeah, that breeze has absolutely died down, hasn't it, Ray? It was
yes, very calm, cool, calm and collected. And, as I said, New Plymouth, it's a hell southeast of New Plymouth, but here, nice and calm, lovely day.
Good crowd is packed out here, and Cody Hall will clear for touch. A couple of injuries for Inglewood. Johnny Falatongawai Malasi and his brother Crusader out of this Inglewood side, but they've still got a very good pack nonetheless, and Jason Hooper's certainly got them moving. So a throw here for Millennium Senerivi for the first time this afternoon, and for the first time they're inside Old Boys half. He throws, and it is a little bit messy, eventually being taken down by Harvey Smith. Sapwell-West digs in and grabs it. Good field position here. Shem Situ has a run up towards the 22. Sapwell-West will come this way. It will be Jack White who's got it. He's being met by Mitch O'Neill. He's been taken back. Sapwell-West, the Christian Fa'avey. They've used him so far early on in this game. They're continuing to go left. Cody Hall, experienced campaigner. Avon Lewis flirting with this near touchline. The referee again coming back. They're offside though. And possibly a chance here, Ray, for Inglewood to draw first blood in this match.
Yeah, well, this should be a piece of cake for Cody Hall. But 20 minutes in on this club room side of the field, and Brucey out in front of the posts, and there's a chance for him to put points on the board.
Cody Hall will have an early kick. Just welcome all of our viewers into this game here this afternoon, live streamed on the Taranaki Rugby Football Union stream. We've got Philip Marsh doing the coding and Billy Preston doing the filming. See, they've got the temporary seats out here as well in anticipation for the Mitre 10 Cup, which will be out here in a couple of weeks. Cody Hall, 57 points in this game, in this season. And he's playing a real good tactical, knowledgeable match. Season campaigner, 78 games, and a chance for him to get Inglewood up by 3. Straight over the black dot, and the assistant referees like it. Inglewood opened the scoring in this first half, 3 points to 0. It was an earlier result. Two Copper beating Stratford Eltham 34-7 at Sanders Park. That was played at 1 o'clock. And this game played later on. I think 1 o'clock, Ray, due to the farming commitments and so forth.
Yeah, that was the story there. So a good win to Two Copper. They've been unbeaten all season, haven't they? Been hard to beat Two Copper.
Hall jumps up with it. He's taken down in the 22. Sapwell West, they come away to Christian Fa'ave once more. Not sure if they're inside the 22 or not, but Sapwell West bangs it downfield and over Carrington. And it bounces into touch. It's a good clearance there from Inglewood again, plugging away into Old Boys half. Mawson again with a throw, and the forward packs, Ray, in this game very good, aren't they?
Absolutely. Very, very tough against Old Boys the first round, and they were just too good for them. See how they go today.
Brighouse has to play halfback, given Sean White was in the mess. And Brent Tucker takes it into Inglewood's line. Trying to compete there, Inglewood. Sean White with the box kick. Jackson Carrington chasing. The reliable catch from Cody Hall around the halfway mark. We've still got possession here, Inglewood. And they've had a lot of the possession in this match. Here's Shem Setu running it up. Former Two Copper loose forward, now playing in front row for Inglewood. West directing the troops. They go right. Number 3 is Timo Tutuva'a. Taranaki stalwart. Jack White on that far side, rumbling it up over the gain line. Inglewood. Sapwell West. Tutuva'a. Sapwell West has to dig in again. The captain behind play to Cody Hall. To Luke Brown, his first touch of the afternoon. He went left and decided to go forward, but had a bit of a plug away to the left initially. Sapwell West, Setu, the 10-metre line. Fa'ave. That was Sanarivi with the carry. Sapwell West looking for an inside ball. In from fullback is Lachlan Bunn, and it's going to be knocked on. So they're maintaining position, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They're playing the game in the forwards, keeping it tight, using their big butters off the rucks, and we've got Old Boys under pressure.
Very good crowds turned out for this game. Most of the people occupying the temporary seating that's been brought in. A few people on the far side as well, enjoying the sun.
People on the side are closest to the bar, aren't they, William?
Oh, I think so. Like us.
Yeah, he didn't really want you out of there. You were thinking, yeah, you're good.
First scrum of the day. So, really chance to look at that.
Yeah.
Will be Sean White to feed for New Plymouth Old Boys after that knock on. It does twist, and it comes outside to go left. It was a little bit of an 8-9 play, and that's Adam Smith on that left wing. So Mawson had to play halfback. So Old Boys now has a chance to show us what they can do on attack with the ball. Brighouse in centre field, he got a pass from Dan Waite. Sean Waite now looks left, then right. Daniel Waite with the kick. Chase from Northcote Hill, Cody Ray and Jackson Carrington, but Stephen Snoxall takes it down 5 metres out from touch. Lachlan Bunn is dragged out. No, play still going. Max Alera, the assistant referee on this far side, keeps the flag down, and we're still underway. Old Boys got possession. Carrington's got to dig in and play half. O'Neill, Waite, cut out pass to Smith. He has a few steps and into contact he goes. O'Neill, Caleb Mawson up over the halfway line. Waite digs in and grabs it. And Daniel Waite, Northcote Hill, his first touch of the day, floats the pass over the top. And again, Old Boys getting momentum here. Inglewood competing at the rucks. Didn't quite turn it over yet. O'Neill to Waite, Tucker, Mawson, in fact it's been intercepted, and Timu Tuivasa puts the boot to ball. We don't generally see that every day, Hoppy. Pop's kicking the ball downfield.
Yeah, 2 players outside on the side, but it goes over in the field. But unusual, as you say, for Pop's boy to be kicking the ball.
So 3-0 in the second semi-final. Hall with an early penalty kick here to Inglewood, and they win the line out, but it's gone out again. Timo Tuivasa, 146 games for Inglewood, 44 games for Taranaki between 2009 and 2014, so he would have packed down a few scrums.
Yeah, he's been around a while, that guy. Good player in his day, and he's back again, so it's good to see.
Old Boys win the line out. Mitch O'Neill runs it up towards Tuivasa. Just rumbling it up towards the 10-metre line, Old Boys. Using a couple of the big boys. There's O'Neill again. Waite digging it in. Daniel Waite behind play to Northcote Hill. Cody Ray in from fullback. Gets it off to Carrington. Gets the ball back on the inside. And they've still got possession here, Old Boys. In fact, it's been turned over. Harvey Smith in jersey number 4 gets it off to his locking partner, Ngatai Powers. Sapwell West kick over the top. And that's not a bad kick because it's found a little bit of space, and the halfback, Sean Waite, has to go back. He'll pass to Daniel Waite, and he will clear for touch. It's not a bad exit too, under pressure. In fact, it hasn't found touch, so play carries on. Avon Lewis in centre field. Decides to have a crack. Runs it into the line. Lays it back for halfback Sapwell West. Ngatai Powers off to Sanarivi. Sapwell West to Jack White into the 22. Couldn't get the pass away to Snoxall. They spin it away to the right. Ngatai Powers was tackled. And Old Boys trying to drive through. Sanarivi still has it. And Inglewood still has it. Going to be penalised though. Crawling is the decision there from Cam Stone, but a good build-up nonetheless from Inglewood.
Very patient, William, aren't they? Playing it very, very tight. So ball pack, a big forward pack of Inglewood. But Old Boys under pressure. I don't think Old Boys have spent much time in Inglewood half, to be honest.
No, they haven't. Just 12 minutes gone in this game. It is 3-0 still. Cody Ray has the kicking duties on this occasion, and he'll clear for touch, and it's out eventually. Line out to Old Boys on the far side, and they'll maul this. First maul of the day. Still got it at the back. And Sean Waite wants it though at halfback. In fact, the forwards are still going to drive it forward. And we've got to be careful here because this could be turned over if the ball's not available straight away. Stone having a look. And yep, there will be a turnover. Good maul defence there by Inglewood. So these two teams, Hoppy, heading into this game, finished second equal, but given that Inglewood beat Old Boys in round robin, they take second place and have home ground advantage. So Inglewood, you could say they've got the slight edge in this game.
Yeah, well, they have territory so far, but Old Boys coming back here, but good to see both teams out here this afternoon. There's wonderful conditions for the TT State and Inglewood. Typical to see them playing semi-final matches. Good to see. Good to see.
And heavily supported as well. Oh, yeah.
Lowry Brown Building, Lowry Tonga Partner Village, Marshall Contract Limited, Summit Trivia Dearest Selling, Prop Construction, Transit Coastline, Value Buildings,
Colin Boshier, number 8 for Plymouth Old Boys, brother of Lachlan, of course. 3 tries so far in 2020. He's earmarked for higher honours. See his brother in action a little bit later on.
Hurricanes in the Chiefs, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Scrum screws.
Good scrum by Old Boys there, Will, isn't it?
Yeah, it was. And Inglewood still have it though, so they've done well to maintain possession. Cody Hall just back in the pocket and clearing for touch. Possibly has a slight breeze at their backs, Inglewood, and Cody Hall will return the favour with a box kick. And he's chasing along with Adam Smith and Jackson Carrington. And that's a Christian Fa'ave, the number 8, storming up towards halfway. Sapwell West to Cody Hall, directing the traffic. Wide cutout pass to Avon Lewis on the wing from centre. And yeah, that's a good decision from Cam Stone. They've got to maintain their feet. And it will be Siasi Taka who is penalised. Cody Hall, not a lot of space to work with there, so he pleads for touch and line out on the 10-metre mark in Old Boys territory. Some big boys hopping from Inglewood out of this game given injury. Crusader Kali Tongawai and his brother Johnny, and they've been powerful figures, haven't they?
Certainly have, but other players are going to step up this afternoon. So far, so good for Inglewood.
That's why probably Timo Tutavaa has been called in. Played a game last week. Sanarivi with the throw, going up as Brooke Harvey-Smith, 48 games, and this is his 49th game for Inglewood, so if they do make the final, that'll be his 50th. Driving it forward at the back is Sanarivi, the hooker. Sapwell West calling the shots and pulling guys out. Got to keep it moving, Inglewood, as they get it up closer towards the 22. Still got it though at the back. And it goes down. Picked up by Tutavaa. Sapwell West digging and grabbing at the forwards, lining up on the right hand side. Valentine and Tucker with the tackle for Old Boys. Another advantage here, player not rolling away. Come away again to this near side. Fa'ave. And they'll come back for the player not rolling away. So a chance here for Inglewood to extend their lead.
I thought this is how this game would go. Inglewood playing tight in field. They've got the forward pack to do the job. People of Old Boys hanging on for grim death here and let the penalty kick out in front of the sticks for Inglewood.
Nearly 18 minutes gone in this game. And so far, Inglewood has had a lot of possession.
Very well.
It's an area that the referees have been hard on as the breakdown with players over the ball. And players on the ground not releasing, plus players not rolling away correctly. So referees instructed to be hard on that. It's Cody Hall with a slight Breeze at his back, looking to extend this lead.
Here we go. Here we go.
Swings it around, and it's over. 6-0 is the score here at TET Stadium in the second semi-final. Who's going to the big dance with Tukapa, unbeaten this competition, beating Stratford Elton earlier, 34 points to 7. Post game though, with 20 minutes to go. Restart by Waite, and it's high and it's long. Tudavaa greets it. I'm sure he's caught a few in his time. Sepwell West with the box kick, and the chase is coming from Hall and a couple of others on that far side. Michael McDonald, who was under a bit of an injury cloud coming into this game. Jackson Carrington storming it up. A lot of energy. Tucker got the pass from Waite. Back into the traffic he goes. Brighouse. Bang into his opposite. Again, Shum said he was a little bit eager there. Taking the halfback out and offside. He's got him for a high tackle as well, so he may have been onside. That's the indication from referee Cam Stone. Cody Ray will clear for touch, and they'll get a line out.
Thanks, Coach. Cheers.
It's a good nudge.
I was just looking for people. I know there's lots of people here.
Poppy's back with us after doing an update for ZB Scoreboard, keeping the masses on the radio informed of what's going on.
It's a busy day, William. I can tell you right now, mate. It's a busy morning. You're up to Clifton this morning and here at Inglewood this afternoon. It's all going.
It's all going. Big defence there from Inglewood, and plugging away deep inside. So that was a good plug from Old Boys, and they're plugging away deep inside Inglewood's half, and it's laid back there. Here's Caleb Mawson. He's met by Sanarivi. Another dart towards the line. They about 5 or 6 metres out. Desperate defence from Inglewood. O'Neill and Tucker drive it forward, and it's laid back. Another go at the line. O'Neill is over the bill again, and they go left this time. Met by Ngatai Powers. Penalty. They have been offside at right before. First real opportunity for Old Boys, isn't it, Hoppy? With
yeah.
What are they going to do here? Scrum, possibly?
This is the best crew of flag and head since they've been on here, to be honest. We're going to get 5 years up and penalty for the Old Boys, and what's Referee Stone going to do here? Old Boys going to kick for the sideline. We can have a rolling ball here on picking by Old Boys. William.
You're right.
I think that's what the go is. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Mawson with the throw. Inglewood don't compete. Going up with it is Jordan Roylance. Inglewood will compete though in the drive back. Ball is up. Not readily available for Old Boys. It's good work here from Inglewood if they can hold them up here and deny an opportunity. Brighouse and Co get in there. The referee says use it, and it could have gone down here. It has. That's good defence there by Inglewood, and the crowd here claps.
Oh gee, the sport pack's playing well. The sport pack have played well all season. The last few weeks have really turned it on, and it's happening here again. But Old Boys looking as good as a good weather stage.
It's just at the top of the screen there is Hayden Bidwell Curtis running the waters for Inglewood. Of course, born and bred. Had a handful of games for this club, a handful of games for Taranaki, and obviously with the restrictions overseas, he's come back and giving back to the club, which is great.
He's playing for the Division 2 team. He's playing them all.
It's hard to have a man that good out of action, isn't it, at the moment? Maybe he's under some restrictions, so he can't play Premier Rugby. Sapwell West with the feed. It's a little bit unsteady. In fact, they've gone down on that far side, so Stone will reset. Stone goes on the far side just to restore the order. Sapwell West with the feed. Off the back is Christian Fa'avate. And now Sapwell West will get it back to Hall, who will clear for touch and relieve a little bit of pressure.
That's a very good kick, isn't it? He's got his own goal, midway 22 metre range. A good kick.
Must be hard given that they don't have a lot of space to work with the dead ball line looming behind them, and it was good play there by Christian Fa'avate just to get it upfield a little bit, to provide a little bit of room between the defence and the kicker. They've done well, Inglewood. The try was threatening. So 25 minutes gone in this game, and it is 6-0. 2 penalty kicks from Cody Hall in this game. Time was off there for a little bit for some reason, but it is back on now. The throw to Caleb Wilson for the Plymouth Old Boys, midway between the 22 and the 10 metre mark.
Premiership final Saturday,
Right, and Plymouth Old Boys with possession. Michael Loft, his first carry of the afternoon. He may have fumbled that, but he's regained possession. And that is forward. Boshier, who thought he was away, have a forward pass there from the halfback Sean Waite, and we'll have another scrum. The weather's improved, obviously, since what it was earlier this morning.
14 degrees, right in the middle of winter. Doesn't rain much anymore.
So they say. And the field's in good condition as well. A lot of work's gone into it. They have a fairly heavy schedule during the 2020 Marathi Cup. Another scrum to Inglewood, holds up pretty well. It has gone down, but referee Stone allows it to play. Avon Lewis with a grubber kick into no man's land, really. It will be met by the experienced Cody Ray. Gets it off to Daniel Waite, sized up his options and kicked. He's got to be careful it doesn't go into touch, just bounces in field. Hall will retrieve it, knocks Carrington out of the way, and allows him a little bit of time to place the ball, and all boys are off their feet. Got to be careful, as I mentioned earlier, that it's an area that the referees have been told to work really hard on, and you can see why, because players and coaches and spectators want fast ball, and that doesn't help when people go off their feet.
Pretty basic job.
Line out on the 10 metre mark for Inglewood. Sanarivi, who was the captain of the Taranaki under-19 team. He will throw. Natai Powers going up for it. Harvey Smith let it bounce. Sean Waite with a kick downfield. Now the chase is on. No one's really back, and it doesn't really sit up for Snoxel. He would have done well as the cover came across there from Avon Lewis. Sepwell West gets it back to Hall, who will clear from outside his 22. Beautifully spiral downfield. Awkward though for Cody Ray. And he slips after I just talked up the surface. Valentine has to play halfback, gets it off to Mawson. A tip on there to Boshier up to the halfway line. Valentine again. Still work away to that left-hand side. Flat pass. And obstruction there, called by Cam Stone. And Old Boys just given away some mistakes in this game.
On a bit of a roll, they've got the lead. The scoreboard said it's 6-0 to the home side, so that'll be
Chance to bang it down deep inside Old Boys half. Cody Hall's boot is generally pretty impressive, pretty accurate. Chris Morrison on the far side will put his flag up just around the 10 metre mark, and Inglewood will get the throw. One against the throw though, and it could have been knocked on at the top there from either Brooke Harvey-Smith or Natai Powers. Hugging away to that left-hand side, and it's Sean Waite with a little bit of a dart. And Caleb Mawson met by Setu, dragged to the ground. Inglewood over the ball to compete, but they maintain possession. Back deep is Waite, and he will clear, met by fullback Lachlan Bunn. And now here's Michael McDonald. Thought about passing, and straight into Brighouse. Sepwell West to Harvey Smith. To the 10. Timo Tutava'a gets off to Natai Powers. He's got a bit of a run downfield. Where's the support though? And that's off the knee of Senerivi, so it is play on, and Carrington will pick up the pieces for the Plymouth Old Boys. It's tackled though by Cody Hall, who came up quickly. They come away to the left as breaking away is, that's a good run there by the centre rather, and that's a Northcott Hill. Waite has to play halfback. They've gone beyond Boshier, and they've also gone beyond O'Neill. Tucker. And it's been turned over again. So Rhodes Featherston with a kick down, and now it is a foot race, Michael McDonald, but 9 times out of 10 hopping, the dead ball line wins the race.
Lost position a couple of occasions. England picked it up, but they lost position, so it could have been messy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it has been. And it was a good run there by Natai Powers though down the centre of the field, but he just couldn't quite link up with his support. So time is off, 31 minutes gone in this game, it is 6-0. 2 penalty kicks from Cody Hall for Inglewood, and the home team have the advantage so far. Couple of players down. It has been a fairly helter-skelter match, so a bit of cramp and a couple of guys needing the magic water hoppy.
But it's been reasonably even. I guess you have to give points to England in this first point. They maintain position, but all within the third round pressure. But no tries in the game, and it's quite nearly all over the first half.
Will Johnston and Ray Hopkinson bringing you the action here from TT Stadium, the second semi-final. So scrum on the far side of the field, just out from Old Boys 22 as the borders taken off. And the play will continue soon. In fact, there's a player on the far side of the field. I think it is Michael McDonald. It looks like he's nursing possibly a wrist. The hip.
Well, you've got a world of the Moto 10 Cup. This is a great setup here. The Champions City in front of the I understand it's slow to do passes on the top of the two branches across the far side of the field. But magnificent venue here for rugby racing. And the weekend after
Yes. I think later at 4:35 when we get into sort of October, November, when we get into daylight saving.
bring the barbecue, eh?
Absolutely.
Bring the barbecue,
With afternoon rugby, of course. I mean, there are lights here, but they don't meet broadcast standards. Interesting that Sky are going to be broadcasting from that far side, given they'll be looking into the sun. But
yes.
so just having a look at Inglewood's breakdowns, 38-10. We'll have a look at those stats very soon. And they've got a breakaway. It's Adam Smith on the far side of the field, and he's been hit hard by Inglewood. Sean Waite gets it off to Bo Shear. Inglewood defence coming up very quickly. Bit of a contest there, and it's going to be stolen from Inglewood, and that was Christian Fa'ave who jumped in and grabbed it, bundled clear, and it's out on the full.
Goodness me, 4 players on his left here. And kicked it out on the full. What we had to do is to turn to his left and left the overlap. 2 overlaps and actually taking the old boys under pressure. Good turnover there, but try to score an opportunity with like that.
It's a shame.
You take the opportunity, don't you?
You do, particularly in the semi-final. Throw there from Old Boys and they win the line out. Valentine gets it off to Kotaka. Into Cody Hall he goes, and it's been turned over. Cody Hall comes away with it, and Jack White, well, it's come off the side of the boot, but he's not used to kicking for touch. And it just bounces on the line, and we get a line out on the 10 metre mark. Wilson with the throw. Tucker goes up with it. Daniel Waite in centre field gets it off Kotaka. To the line, the defensive line he goes. Bo Shear again. And we were trying to get over the ball. Waite, they go left. Daniel Waite swings it out to Roy Lance. Penalty though. And no clear release there in that tackle. There's a signal by Cam Stone, who will do Mitre 10 Cup later on, representing Taranaki Hoppy. So good to see 3 of our referees involved in that competition.
Paul Williams, Richard Kelly and Cam Stone. The top referees in the sun. Back to have a lot there, and looking forward to watching them over the course of the Mitre 10 Cup. It's underway in September, not very long now, is it?
The 11th, yeah, so pretty much just over a month away.
That's what I'm thinking now.
So we don't slip into level 2.
No, exactly. That's right.
We're all concerned with customers once again, but who knows?
We're very lucky to get to where we are at the moment with the country pulling through, making sacrifices, and Daniel Waite would have a chance here just to narrow that margin. A penalty kick from wide out just before half time, probably not a bad option. Assistant referees look at it and it is just away, so they'll come back for the 22. Again, they need to capitalise on those opportunities just before the break, don't they? Now, it's had 2 to go in this game. Oh, sorry, in the half. Getting ahead of myself. Goodness me. So Hall will bang it downfield. Bo Shear will greet it. In fact, Carrington will greet it. Now here's Bo Shear up over halfway with a good, powerful run. Kylan Bo Shear, the loose forward prop, and they've still got possession here, New Plymouth Old Boys. Waite to Mitch O'Neill, brother of Reuben, up over the 10 metre line. lays it back, and Timo Tuivasa didn't know whether or not he goes with it, but they have a bit of a snipe, and here's Daniel Waite now. They're in the 22. The Plymouth Old Boys just trying to look for someone to pass. Waite through the gap, and Daniel Waite will score the opening try. Well, he missed a penalty kick moments ago, and he's made up for that because he's had a really good sniping run. And they're on the board. A bad run there, Hoppy, and I thought that he didn't have any supporters there, but he managed to.
He didn't need them.
No, he didn't.
Just carved through and got it down. I'll be pretty happy with that just before half time.
Come on, old boy!
Time check soon, but Waite has a chance now to convert his own try and take the lead. 4 to go is the confirmation.
Not a good place to be in the
This is probably a little bit wider from his previous kick that he missed moments ago. It's all forgotten about now. This will be good just before half time for Old Boys to get that 1 point lead. But he's got to kick it first. Leading the points so far in this competition, and this time the flags go up. Daniel Waite converts his try this afternoon, and the score is now 7-6 to New Plymouth Old Boys in the semi-final at TNT Stadium.
For the try and the next to the conversion, New Plymouth Old Boys 7, Inglewood 6.
For the first time today, Cody Hall will restart. Adam Smith will greet it inside the 22, just check where his footing was, and then bangs it downfield. And hasn't actually found a lot of distance on that kick, probably given that he didn't have a lot of room to work with. So Inglewood will have a line out midway 22, 10 metre mark. Centerivi with the throw. White comes away with it. Here's Shem Setu, big powerful man. Referee under advantage. Sapwell West. Centerivi over the 22 metre line is Inglewood. They'll love to get some points, further points just before half time. Snoxall darting through. You guys have to take him down. No advantage. They'll come back. Yeah, Shem Setu was down in a heap. Physio's out on the field. Not sure what happened there, Ray.
He got tackled and he crashed where we are. We're about 100 metres away. That boy he was a bit of pain.
That's a good sign.
Dr. Lucky Nelson's coming out the PA system, so he's going to send it into the water, will
Looks like Setu could carry on. I mean, they've got a pretty inexperienced front row reserves, Inglewood. Matai Browning's on debut if he comes on. Bradley Whitmore's only played a game. But Cody Hall now will get a chance to return the favour and get the lead back for the second time just before half time with a kick just out from the 22 on the angle. Two from two so far, leading the points for Inglewood this season. Daniel Waite is opposite. He's the leading competition point scorer with 75 plus 7, given that he converted a try. He's on target today. referee Stone says that is half time here in the second semi-final of this match. Inglewood have the slight advantage by 9 points to 7, and for Inglewood the points scored off the boot of Cody Hall, and Daniel Waite has scored 3 tries so far for the Plymouth Old Boys. So 9-7 is the score. Ray Hopkinson, your assertions on the first half here at TT
Yeah, well, it's
Stadium?
been pretty close as expected. 9-7 half time, and we got out the front 3 people going through and really playing into the Old Boys. But they're pretty tight. And, I reckon the second half will be an absolute classic. It's a wonderful afternoon here, it's a good crowd, and enjoying the sunshine. Very, very light breeze.
You're happy?
Any breeze at all, but very close game.
Okay,
Looking forward to the second quarter, mate. It'll be great.
How do you read this?
Yeah, as I said, this is the home of charity rugby for the
So,
Mighty King Cup. There's lots of
Inglewood have given away 4 penalties. Old Boys have given away 7. We've had 41 breakdowns. They've had 35. 1 try, they'll make 1 line break each. We've only made 5 errors and turnovers, they've made 12. Okay? So,
with Inglewood out in front, 9 points to 7 over New Plymouth Old Boys.
Thanks for that, Hoppy. We'll take a break here from Inglewood's TT Stadium, and we're back in a moment with the second half. Jeez, good game. Thanks for that, Mark.
no worries, mate. Sorry, I didn't realise you're on here.
No, you're right.
Yeah, so there you go. There's the stats. Hoppy, if you want the stats, you got to write them down.
Not me, mate.
Okay?
Well,
So we've had Inglewood had 5 lineouts, lost 1.
5 lineouts, lost 1.
Old Boys have had 9 lineouts, lost none.
They've had 9 lineouts.
Lost none.
And lost none.
Inglewood have made 5 errors and turnovers. Old Boys 12.
Yeah, 12.
41 breakdowns, Inglewood have won. Old Boys 35, so that's quite even.
Yep.
But the big one is Inglewood have conceded 4 penalties, Old Boys conceded 7. How's that?
7. So what does that do? A quick maths.
11 penalties so far.
Yeah. I'm just thinking. Thanks, mate.
22 to come.
Yeah.
11 or so to
Yeah, exactly. Thanks for your help.
It's not right, Sue.
Oh, good to see you. Good.
Better than being at home, isn't it?
It is, absolutely.
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
In our game today, we had the opposition team get a yellow card, and then they had to, their number 8 got yellow carded, and then
What division?
thirds.
Yeah, thirds,
And then every scrum after that, we had to drop a player off our
Yeah,
scrum.
domestic safety law, so you've got to go 7 on 7, but in Prem Rugby, it's you can go 7 on 8.
Because we've had a lot of yellow cards for us this year, and we ended up having to drop a player.
Yeah, you had to.
Alright, so yes.
Yeah, all good.
Just wanted to clear it up there.
Yeah, no, good mate, cheers.
Good crowd, eh?
Yeah, it is actually very
It's looking good.
It's good.
Like you said, we just need some.
Warm up for next week, I guess, eh?
The secret good news.
Well, way up top. No, they're going to build a box out there, out there. So cameras are going up there. Setting all the gear up in the grass area there. The truckers and stuff.
Oh, they're going to park it here?
They've got some containers where they put their stuff. But not the commentators, I think they're going to build some coaches' boxes and things are going in there this week. So they'll be just there.
Oh, yeah.
So the top of the box will be at this height.
Okay, so no, so people can still
60.
That's good, yeah.
Right, here we go.
All right, let's get back in, boys. Thank you.
What do you reckon? It's going to be tight.
We still live?
Yep.
Welcome back to TT Stadium here at Inglewood, the second semi-final with Inglewood, the home team, the upper hand over New Plymouth Old Boys, 9 points to 7. 3 penalty kicks to Cody Hall, and Daniel Waite has scored a try, and he converted it himself after missing a late penalty kick. So 9-7, and second half just about to get underway. In the earlier semi-final, Tukapa beat Stratford Alton 34-7. That game was at 1 o'clock, and this game here kicked off at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Referee Cam Stone gets his match underway, and Cody Hall goes long. Will Johnson calling the action with Ray Hopkinson's comments, and Kotaka takes it into contact just out from the 22. Sean Waite will dig in and grab it, passes back to his brother Daniel Waite, who will clear. That has been a very good combination from the Plymouth Old Boys this year, but it hasn't found touch. So Inglewood now have possession. Cody Hall into the line he goes, and he makes a bit of a line break. Cody Hall, he's up towards the 22, still going, still needs some support. Floats it out to Avon Lewis, and in fact it's gone past Avon Lewis, and Old Boys still have possession on the snare touchline. Sapwell West are in good position. Jack White. Sapwell West digging in once more. Over it goes to Shem Setu, who went down earlier. Sapwell West directing the troops. And Inglewood around about 6 metres out from the line. Old Boys over the ball. They've still got it. Driving forward. Sapwell West looking left, and he'll probably go left. He does. Edging closer. Tino Tutava'a has his hands on the pill. Close to the line. Come back away to the side with Shem Setu, wrapped up by Toby Burkett, who's on for New Plymouth Old Boys in jersey number 16. It's a pass that was allowed to bounce, didn't go forward, and Old Boys drive them back. That is a good drive and good defence from Old Boys. Patient, and they may have turned it over. They have. Relieving pressure for New Plymouth Old Boys. A couple of replacements on. Gabe Lauderdale Smith is also on for New Plymouth Old Boys. And they're just going to get their attack organised. Boshier has got the headgear again wrapped around his, the bandage wrapped around his head. And here's the clearance now coming from Cody Ray this time. And they've done really, really well here in Plymouth Old Boys, haven't they, Hoppy?
Great defence from Old Boys, turned the ball over. They were back to Billy on to halfway. Great work, Old Boys.
Just a couple of stats from the first half from our man Philip Marsh. 11 penalties so far, a 7-4 split. And Old Boys conceded 7, Inglewood 4. And Inglewood 5 lineouts, lost 1. Old Boys 9 lineouts. They hadn't lost one in the first half. 5 errors from Inglewood, 12 from New Plymouth Old Boys. And the breakdowns at half time, 41-35 in favour of Inglewood, and that's just an indication that they've had a lot of possession. In centre field here, Sapwell West, and up towards the halfway mark goes Inglewood. They go back to the left-hand side with Bunn, wrapped up by O'Neill, moving it away to Hall, who will clear. Just bounces into touch. Another good kick. That's the experience, isn't it, from Hall?
He's a good player, well, this young Cody Hall, a very good player. He's been around a while, hasn't he, over the years? Still doing it up.
Never short of a comment or two either.
Giving you a hard time, as he will.
Oh, they will do. Good throw. And another line out one from New Plymouth Old Boys. Mitch O'Neill in centre field. So they rumble it up over their own 22. Waite to Waite. Northcott Hill onto his right boot. Keeling now, number 19 for Inglewood is on. It's Hayden, 57 games in his career so far. Inglewood just get up towards the 10 metre mark. Sapwell West, inside ball to Keeling. Lays it back for West. Brown. The insertion into the line on that far side. Sapwell West goes beyond Keeling. Ngatai Powers. Inglewood getting players to the ruck, disallowing any opportunity for Old Boys to get there. Here's Bunn with a bit of a step. And he goes into Michael Loft. Sapwell West. Away to the left-hand side. Back to Hall. No real option, so bangs it downfield. And once again, just the accuracy of the man. Oh no, in fact it's out on the full. Chris Morrison has made the decision and the crowd here don't like it. But Doc's in a better position than what we are up here. Line out right in front of us on halfway. And they've won another one. Lauderdale Smith gets it off to Kotaka. Good clean out there coming from New Plymouth Old Boys, and they maintain possession. Coming away to the right, Daniel Waite swings it off to Mawson. Quick hands to Jordan Royland, who has a one-on-one. Passes back in field to Smith. He'll get it to Bunn, who was on cover at fullback. Gets it off to Snoxall. So Inglewood now will have a chance to clear from 22 if they have possession. They'll decide to run with Futta Bay. In fact, it's Mill Centerivi. Setu. Pass off the deck to Tutu Va'a. Sepwell West, nice to Brown. Firing the ball and playing with a lot of confidence now. And a chase down on that far side. Cody Hall's got no option but to just run it out.
Both teams are plugging away here, really, aren't they? And, just looking for that that pass. Come and get this stage. One try and
Daniel Waite scored that try just before half time and he converted it as well. All the points so far off the boot of Cody Hall for Inglewood. And so here's Hall now, gets it off to Luke Brown in centre field and he's hit hard. And the referee playing advantage there. That may have been a high tackle to Devata.
Call from the touchdown from Chris Morrison on that side of his quite high, and there it goes a penalty rights. He did right there, Will.
It's one of those things where players are low and tackle around the neck area. Just a penalty only, and probably actually the first penalty for foul play. It's been very clean.
It's been a very clean game.
This breeze comes and goes, and I think it's sort of going diagonally across the field. So Inglewood definitely playing into it. It's a southerly here at TT Stadium. Hasn't found touch, and it's awkward. Jackson Carrington has done very well there for New Plymouth Old Boys to tidy up. Waite will get back and be in his half-back position. Cody Ray with the clearance. And they have a line out where probably the ball should have gone in the first place.
Exactly right. It's thrust and counter thrust, isn't it? The game's been played between the two 22s at this time, and no one really on top at all.
It's gone beyond the jumpers. White with the kick downfield. Chase coming from Jordan Roylance on that far side of the field with the red headgear. And Bunn with the dummy gets away from Roylance, and they may have been all in front, were they?
Looks a bit like it. What's the referee score here, Will?
Just wait for the secondary signal.
He's like that on halfway.
A shoulder. So someone may have changed his line. So now advantage there. And come back to that penalty on Cody Hall. In fact, it is Cody Ray will clear. And Old Boys again will have a line out. They haven't lost one against the throw yet. They've been very, very good with Caleb Wilson throwing, who has played a couple of games for Taranaki a couple of years ago. And here's the platform here. Gabe Lauderdale Smith almost got the pass off to Kaitoka. And it could be turned over here. Yep, it has been. Good work on defence by Inglewood, stomping out on all the mistakes that Old Boys are making. Sapwell West. Back is Cody Ray. Sorry, Cody Hall.
There's Cody on the brain here.
Jeez, this is Cody Ray. He returns the kick. And that could be out on the full. It is. O'Leary on the job on the far side of the field. And it's a mistake they couldn't afford to get. So Inglewood are bouncing all on top of Old Boys' mistakes in this game. Sanarivi will throw. And they've lost one against the throw. Mawson will tidy up at the back there for New Plymouth Old Boys. Sean Waite will dig it in and grab it. Mitch O'Neill is waiting for it, and he receives the pass. A little bit messy there at the back for Sean Waite. A couple of the forwards have to play halfback. I think it's Michael Loft who gets it off to Daniel Waite now. And he kicks down the throat of Lachlan Bunn. Good pass there to Avon Lewis. It's on now on this near side. Taken down by his opposite, Greater Northcote Hill. Picked up again by Tudavaa. He loses the ball forward. And the advantage surely will be over now with Sean Waite's kick downfield. Cody Hall greets it. Here's Hayden Keeling now in centre field onto the left foot. He's probably not used to doing that. A little bit of space behind. Mitch O'Neill will clear. And he's been tackled by the good chase of Rhodes Featherstone. Good work there from Inglewood to get players back. He's got a lot of tick of Rhodes Featherstone. Started in this game at 6.
He's a good player, this kid. This young Featherstone boy is a very good player. A lot of gas, he's showing a lot of gas there. Chase that kick down. Like, gee, he was motoring.
Oh, he was. Yeah. And it could have been on too. You know, the bounce of the football, Bobby.
Yeah, absolutely.
Could have gone either way. But it went to the way of Old Boys, and they've relieved with a kick downfield. Still 9-7. That was the halftime score. Keeling jumps up for it. Goes over the hill, but Sackwell West gets it back. Here's Cody Hall now. Feeds it off to Sanarivi. Up over the gain line. Avon Lewis playing first receiver. Flat pass to Snoxall. Sackwell West again. Shem Setu. Driving it up towards the 22. Penalty there, players off their feet. In the side, in fact.
Both teams really battling here, aren't they? They're set the count earlier on. But, yeah, no scoring opportunities at this stage. 9-7, goodness me.
Good kick from Cody Ray. It's all go here at Inglewood, isn't it? Good crowds come in.
Yep, lovely day too, and plenty of food and drink available. Time for a brown one afterwards, William. Looking forward to that, mate.
Yeah, I think so. I wouldn't say no. Mawson, who's been accurate today. Roy Lance will jump up. No, in fact, it's going to be, who was it? Brent Tucker in the end. Ngatai Powers applying the pressure on Waite. Which will Inglewood players' hands in the air. They win the penalty. They applied the pressure at the line out. Maybe a few players in the side there.
Hey, man. All right.
Will relieve pressure. Getting it down to Old Boys half, but again, not a lot of space to work with them. They get a line out around about the 10-metre mark. Sanarivi will throw with it. 14 minutes gone in this second half. It's still 9-7. The home team, Inglewood, has the upper hand in this semi-final. Tukapa unbeaten so far. They've gone through to the semi-final after beating Stratford Eltham 34-7 at Sanders Park. Turnover here though for Old Boys. Caleb Mawson has it, and Inglewood have held them up. Stone will allow this to play a little bit more. The forwards get in there and rumble it forward, but if it's not out, yep, it'll be a turnover. So they're applying some good pressure, Inglewood, aren't they? Hopping in front of their home fans.
It was a good move by Old Boys, just a little bit high, but Inglewood got in there, and the boys are having a little bit of a dust up here amongst themselves. Players coming in, and it's time for a cup of tea, fellas, I think. Settle down, settle down.
I think they're just arguing about who's going to win the rugby tonight.
Hurricanes and the Chiefs. Wellington. Sabres and the Highlanders. Super Rugby, right. But we're here at the TT Stadium, Inglewood. Semi-finals, Inglewood United versus Newcombe Rollers. Could go either way this game, either way it's shaping up.
Well, only a 2-point buffer at the moment. So we're in for a very, very good last quarter. Both teams desperate. Scrum for Inglewood, Sapwell West right in front of our commentary position. Sapwell West digs in and grabs it. Here's Hall now calling the shots, and it's been intercepted by Daniel Waite. Tries to lay it back for Northcote Hill, and it's now a foot race with Northcote Hill. Lachlan Bunn gets back for Inglewood. Great work there, it was bounced up for him. And they will clear now from their own 22, Inglewood. Doing very well on defence, and Cody Hall back in the pocket, deep inside the end goal, heading towards us, and the line out around the 22. Oh, Cam Stone lost a boot, I think, in the process. Yep, so time will be off, and
big opportunity for Old Boys. Their general mate made a very good break. Good move by Daniel. He's playing on really today. Big opportunity for 2 points behind us. They're on to go, well.
the time check soon. 18 minutes gone in the second half. 16 minutes gone in the second half. 16 and a half, in fact. Phil Marsh on the job. Stone takes a breather just to the left-hand side of the shot there. Time is back on, so Old Boys now have an attacking line out inside the 22. Brent Tucker goes up in the first line-out mistake for New Plymouth Old Boys. It's not straight though from Caleb Lawson. Come out 15 and Inglewood will have a scrum and clear. In the first half it was Inglewood who had a lot of the possession. And now Old Boys have been camped inside Inglewood's half for most of the second half after finding their straps. Straight after half time, it's that magic water, isn't it, out here at Ray?
Inglewood water.
Off the back goes Christian Fa'avey. It's a lot of metres.
Pretty strong game, this guy, isn't he?
Cody Hall with the nudge downfield. Probably not to where it's intended to go, but it's awkward there at the back for Cody Ray, and he manages to pick the ball up. And Old Boys now have possession. They come away to this right-hand side. Smith into the line, gets the pass off to his fellow winger Carrington up to the 22. Penalty though, and a chance for New Plymouth Old Boys to get back in the lead.
Glasses are working.
You've just got to watch it here because if they leak a try, it'll be tough to get back down to the other end. And Daniel Waite now has a chance to get back in front for the second time.
Old Boys coming back into the game well, aren't they? They're starting a bit more territory, a bit more ball. The score down is happening all that good, but on the right end of the ground, to be honest.
And they are, and we've got a pretty good view of this kick here from Daniel Waite. 16 games for Taranaki between 2017 and 2019. He named in the wider training group that Willie Rickards announced during the week. 42 players or something, Hoppy, I think.
We've got 3 teams, isn't it?
Still a slight breeze. But it's no problem for Daniel Waite as he gets the penalty kick. Got a 1-point buffer, 10 points to 9 is the score here at TT Stadium. Daniel Waite so far has got the points for New Plymouth Old Boys. Cody Hall has all the points for Englewood, so the first fives playing an important role here this afternoon. Hall with the restart, and it's high. Carrington will meet it. Head down straight into the defence. He's got big ticker as well, Jackson Carrington. Bit of speed out wide. Lauderdale Smith over the advantage line. There's the open side flanker Michael Loft laying the ball back for Waite. Cody Hall on the 22 will clear. It's going to be met there from Inglewood. Here's Bunn with the return. Put again for Ray. It bounces up eventually for him. Trying to look for someone to pass to, and it is Sean Waite, the halfback. He's being dragged back towards the 22. Inglewood apply numbers to that breakdown, but Old Boys still have possession. Waite will pass it back to Ray. And the other Cody Hall, will field it. And will pass back to where the line out is. Could have gone quickly, but I think Liam McBride wanted to touch it to prevent the quick throw in. And Silly Bug is on the sideline. We would walk in. Natai Powers jumps up for it. It has been knocked on. Old Boys playing under advantage now. Boshier at the back will have a pick and go. Mawson's just behind him. And they'll come back now advantage. Cam Stone will come back to the mark for the knock on at the line out.
Old Boys come back into this game. Just got the ball away with where they haven't done pick and goes and the big tight balls just seem to have just slackened off, to use the term. But Old Boys back in the game there, and not much in it. They're cut by a point, but just give a bit more possession. Daniel Waite directing traffic at 10 beneath from the Old Boys. Anybody's game, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It's an exciting prospect here. And we knew it would have been the closest of the semi-finals because both of these teams finishing second equal in the competition, with Inglewood having the slight edge given they beat Old Boys in round robin play. In the other semi-final, certainly not being disrespectful to Stratford Eltham, but Tukop are a very strong side, Hoppy, and unbeaten so far in the competition.
Yes, they've got going to the championship final next Saturday. It's very warm favourites, Tukop. They've got strength all around the park, and some of their backs were just outstanding today at Sanders Park.
21 minutes gone in this game. In the second half. Sean Waite will feed. It's a stable platform here for New Plymouth Old Boys. Screws just slightly. And they get it back. Adam Smith loses the ball forward, does he? Yep. The referee does have the arm out. So Sapwell West under advantage. Timo Tutava'a met by Mitch O'Neill on the 10-metre mark. Sapwell West behind play. They go to Hall in centre field. Avon Lewis. Here's Bunn with his side step. Sapwell West once more. Sanarivi into Tucker. They move it to the left once again. Bunn. Ball's out there, so Sapwell West can pass it off to former captain of the side, Jack White. Senerivi got a short pass. Hayden Keeling into the line, and Cody Hall could have been away there, but he loses the ball in contact. And again, Old Boys under advantage here for the knock-on. Waite will clear though, and assuming advantage is over. They're inside the 22, so they can kick it out on the full. Snoxel on that far wing will greet it. Thought about passing, then runs into Cody Ray and also Jackson Carrington. So Old Boys there over the pill and driving over it. But Inglewood do well to maintain possession with Luke Brown deep in the ruck, the second 5'8". Sapwell West, the clearance from Hall. Bounces into touch. Another good kick there from Cody Hall. He's playing well, the veteran, isn't he?
Some of these guys are starting to slow down a wee bit now. Well, there's a couple of guys doing stretches and huffing and puffing a bit here, but it's been a very tight contest as the score suggests. But it's got a few minutes to go. Yeah, it's 10-9 to Old Boys. Very tight semi-final here this afternoon at TNT Stadium. Inglewood at home with Taranaki Rugby. Mitre 10 Cup.
It's going to be exciting, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I think we did have a bit of a taste of what it's going to be being here today, and of course with the finals scheduled to be played here tomorrow, next week. It's sort of a bit of a curtain raiser for the Mitre 10 Cup. Jack White in centre fields, lays it back. Sapwell West over the pill, looking at his options, decides to go left.
Go on, say!
Ngatai Powers with the run. Sapwell West, Avon Lewis driving it forward. Christian Fa'ave, his 16th match for the Maroons. Timo Tutava'a. Ball strips though from the Plymouth Old Boys. They've got it back though, Inglewood. And it was a knock on instead of a strip. So Old Boys will have the scrum and sigh around the venue.
Yeah, well, it's a game which is slowed down considerably. A few substitutions coming on now for both teams, but the boys are huffing and puffing. It's been a very, very tight contest, and it's not over yet. William, how long have we got to go in this game, mate?
We have had 24 minutes gone in the second half.
Okay. Bit of work to do yet, you fellas.
Stone comes around the other side, almost trips over the number 8 in the process. Sean Waite with the feed for Old Boys. Their scrum operating pretty well. Inglewood definitely has had the advantage of scrum time during the year with those couple of big guys who aren't playing today. Johnny Whalitakawai Malasi and his brother Crusader. The other guys have stepped up pretty well for Inglewood. Old Boys have possession. Waite off to Kylan Boshier. The defence coming up quickly there from Inglewood. Waite over Ngatai Powers, who tried to get out of the ruck. Adam Smith to Jordan Royland, steps out of one and up to the halfway mark. Mitch O'Neill. Waite again. Cody Ray, first receiver. Mawson in midfield, try to get the pass away. Cody Ray flinging the ball wide. Good tackle there on Gabe Lauderdale Smith. Sean Waite. Boshier, flat pass to Mitch O'Neill. Almost broke through the defence. Waite again. Michael Loft. Still move it wide. Over the top to Roy Lance again, who's been plugging away on the wing. On this near side. They've got the turnover though, Inglewood. Senerivi to Ngatai Powers with the dummy, and he goes up to the halfway line. Senerivi to Shem Setu. Momentum here for Inglewood. And they got the turnover, that's quite dangerous. But referee Stone's happy with that play. Old Boys get the ball back. Waite will bang it downfield. Look for the clearance as Hayden Keeling goes back. He'll put it onto his boot. And chases his own kick. Straight down the throat of Smith. Keeling with the tackle. Cody Ray was going to play halfback, but allowed the more reliable Waite to do it. Here's Daniel Waite now, thought about passing into the line. He goes, wrapped up by a couple of Inglewood defenders. Roy Lance once more. Got the turnover again. Ngātai Powers comes away with it. Helter-skelter stuff here at the TET Stadium. And players on the ground playing the ball, but Stone allows it to go. Old Boys have got it back. Waite will do the box kick over the top. Roy Lance has been taken out, but I think he may have been alright. Just the timing would have been okay. And Snoxall up to where play was. Sepwell West digging in to grab the slow pill. Bunnan from fullback. Hall with the show and the go. Referee playing advantage. The kick over the top. It sits up beautifully. Keeling. It's an under the bar. Well, what a run. It was held to up in midfield. And Rhodes Featherston this game, the second in the match. That brings a very, very interesting remainder of the second half. 28 minutes gone. Fourteen teams have scored at the moment, and Cody Hall has a chance to just extend that lead. Half time in the women's. Southern have the lead 10-5, I think, 15. Cody Hall now right in front of the sticks, bangs it over. No problems with that. Hall extends the lead. 16-10 now is the score. The home team has the upper hand in the second semi-final.
They go ahead by 14 points to 10. The conversion by Cody Hall. Another 10 to Inglewood is now 16 points to 10. And Inglewood are in front.
It's going to be a very, very good last 10 minutes here at the TT Stadium here at Inglewood.
Absolutely. The game is on an ivory chair at Inglewood. Royce and McCarron have scored that try. Inglewood just place just enough.
Sorry, Old Boys are a little slow to get back.
Fantastic conditions. A huge crowd here. Inglewood are in front. The Lobos are in front. Phil.
Restart by Daniel Waite. To Deva'a on the 22.
They're all coming on now, Phil. There's a lot of huffing and puffing going on.
The change is made here from the Old Boys, so we'll try and catch those as they go. I think Dean Stewart is on for Jordan Roy Lance.
11.5 minutes to go, Phil. You're dead right there, mate. We're close to it anyway.
Sepwell West over the pill.
Thanks, Phil.
And he'll box kick. Smith on his wing will greet it. Caught it in front of him, got the ball off to Ray, and here's Jackson Carrington and insertion into the line from his other wing. Brody Lilly is on for Sean Waite, halfback by the looks of it for the Plymouth Old Boys, so they've made some changes. About 10 to go. Lilly over the pill. Defence coming up really quickly, it's good line speed there. Ngātai Powers and the number 18, that's Ian Burmester, tried to rack them up.
Great stuff, Phil. Cheers.
Northcott Hill. Players over the pill, and that was 12, Luke Brown, who was there, and Ray Hopkinson joins us after his radio duties, and the try there moments ago to Rhodes Featherston to keep the lead ticking over.
16 points to 10. Goodness gracious, made this game on the line, here. The noise when that try was scored under the stick. Just a bit of group of CMK's legs over, to be honest. What a tight game this is. This game could go either way.
Line out roughly midway 10 and halfway. O'Leary on the far side with the flag up into the sun. Bill Johnson and Ray Hopkinson with you. Thanks to those who are tuning in. 341 on the stream at the moment from all around the country, all around Taranaki. Inglewood maintained possession at the line out. A little bit of a contest there at the top. Sackwell West. Shem Setu up over the 10 metre mark. Sackwell West again, and they're off their feet. Although a crawling, I think, is the decision from Stone. Cody Ray will clear from his own half. That's a good kick too with the breeze behind him up to the 22.
Tell you what, Will. Tell you what, I think we'd win this game. The place will run out of here.
Well, let's make sure we get one first.
Yeah.
16-10. Inglewood has the upper hand on the scoreboard anyway. Not straight as the call. A second mistake at line out time for the Plymouth Old Boys. And the crowd erupt at the TT Stadium. Sada Whalitonga waiting on the far side, running the waters for Inglewood, not playing in this game today, so it's not a bad water crew, is it, with Hayden Bidwell Curtis on the far side as well. So time is off, a couple of players doing laces, opportunity to have a bit of a breather. So a shout out to one of Taranaki's biggest supporters, the chairman of the Taranaki Rugby Supporters Club, Grant Hassel, who was watching the stream. Time is back on. So time check. 34 minutes gone, 6 to play in this semi-final. Just catching up some other results from around the province. Division 1, your Plymouth Old Boys got the win over Inglewood 13-12 at Sanders Park. And of course the other Premier semi-final, took up 34-7 over Stratford Eltham. First time that the combined club has made the semi-finals. Stratford and Eltham have made the semi-finals on separate occasions. Hall with the big kick. It's got a lot of height. And he's retaining the kick as well. That's a great chase by Cody Hall. He lays it back to Sackwell West, gaining possession. Winston with the chase on the far side, but again the touchline wins the race. Just after that try, you get that sense that they've got a little bit of energy, haven't they?
Absolutely, yeah. Firing all the 6 cylinders at the moment, possibly 8 cylinders Inglewood and Old Boys. So it's going to be tough again to get this one. How long to go? Well, not long to go now, maybe. The time is slipping away.
5 minutes.
5 minutes to go in the semi-final here at Inglewood.
It's messy, and Old Boys have possession now with Gabe Lauderdale-Smith on that far side. In fact, I think it might be Caleb Wilson. Lily now digs in and grabs it. Wait, they go behind play. Kaitaka, Northcott Hill, thought about passing, then runs into the defence up to the halfway. And number 22 is on the field, is David Stark for Old Boys. Lily, Mitch O'Neill, going to be held up by Burmester. Lily to replacement hooker Porkai. First year in this New Plymouth Old Boys Premier side from New Plymouth Boys High School. Quick hands here, and just a couple of awkward mistakes. But Jack White picks it up. He gets a pass out the back door to Keeling. He knocks it on into touch, and they could have been away there again.
Some heavy jersey, not just out of the rugby field, but here from the club rooms as we overlook the ground here at the TT Stand Inglewood. Boy, these boys will tonight. They'll sleep tonight, will you, won't they?
They will.
They'll all be early in the bed. A bit like you and I.
Yes. Southern won the Bees that semi-final 30 points to 29 against Tukapa, I believe.
Okay.
Thanks to our spies.
The women's final was won by Southern.
Yes.
36 to 10 in the women's final played in Hara this afternoon.
They're a week too late, aren't they? Otherwise they could have played next week. To come back off Inglewood, I believe, and player may have gone down in a heap there, so it is time off. 3 minutes to go.
Just looking down in front of us here to my right, we have the Newton Bowl Boys coaches, Colin McDaniel, Andy Slater, and Yagi McGlashan. I'd be very concerned at this stage because Inglewood are in their own half, and Old Boys half, and player injured. And Inglewood are out in front of the scoreboard, says 16 points to 10, and they've got about, 3 minutes to go, Will?
I believe about 3. Inglewood has tasted championships before, 17 championships, in fact 13 championships to their name. Their last one was in 2014, and they had a famous run of 5 in a row in the 80s, 85 to 89. They've got 7 players in the Bulls Wider training group, so I'm sure that they'll want to capitalise on that as we take time off. I'm sure that someone will tell us when the last time they were in a semi-final. May have been
Just a game, says he's just a game.
after that 2014 victory. So, Hawkeye with the throw, Loft goes up with it. Lily at halfback. Daniel Wake now, they're going to run it. Gary Lauderdale Smith into the line. They're almost up to the 10-metre mark. Waite, Northcote Hill. They've cut out Cody Ray, and they've gone to a replacement who's on. Couldn't quite see the number there. Lily, Dean Stewart moves it forward. Hall, Avon Lewis spots no one at the back. Well, in fact, Smith's at the back, and he's done well there to greet that ball. And the defence coming up. Lily goes right to Waite, no one there, so Waite decided to kick and fool Norman in the process. O'Neill. And it's been turned over again. White Yatai Powers to rub salt into the wounds here at TT Stadium, and you'd imagine Hopping with only minutes to play, 2 to go, that could be it.
It's all over. England have done the job. Just capitalise on Old Boys' mistakes. And it looks as if they're going to go into the final next week and win. 21 points to 10, England out in front. I think it's a game over, mate, isn't it?
Well, looks like Inglewood are around the kicker, so we may have time here at the TT Stadium. Cody will probably have the final say here at TET Stadium. He's kicked pretty well, a 100% record already. 3 penalties in the first half, conversion in the second, and now his second conversion. Strong players here in the fourth pack, 40 Plymouth Old Boys doing very, very well. So it looks like that'll be time. Sure there'll be a hush around the grounds. This Cody Hall lines this kick up to complete a very impressive display, both off the tee and also in general pace. The nudge is good, and he continues his 100% record. Kick, and the referee Cam Stone signals no side in this match. 12-point buffer in this final. It's the first time Inglewood get into the final since 2015 when they played at New Plymouth Plymouth Old Boys. And a fantastic game here at TNT Stadium, the home of Taranaki Rugby for this year. Ray Hopkinson, thanks very much for your comments. What do you make of today's performances?
Well, it's very, very exciting to start. Closing half-time. Eagles and Jumbleweed with a very, very good win this afternoon. Taking their opportunities and won this game, won the semi-final by 21 points, 23 points to 10. And they go into the final next week right here in Inglewood against Tukapa.
We'll just go through the point scorers. So Cody Hall kicked 100% off the tee, 3 penalties in the first half and 2 conversions in the second half with a very good performance. Daniel Waite scored all of New Plymouth Old Boys points. He got a penalty, a try and a conversion in the first half and only just the 1 penalty kick in the second. It looked like Old Boys were going to score late in the second half. The momentum has switched to Inglewood. They go into the final for the first time since 2015. And they will play Tukapa next week here at the TNT Stadium here at Inglewood. Thanks so much for all of you people who have tuned in on the TRFU live stream. Will Johnson bringing you the action with Ray Hopkinson. The final will be played here next week. Tukapa will host the home team, Inglewood. Finish it. Yep, all done, mate. Thanks, Billy. Cheers, mate. Great stuff. Yeah, we'll do. Thanks, mate.